variation of acceleration due to gravity, variation of acceleration due to gravity, due to rotation of earth, and angle of latitude of a place, variation of acceleration due to gravity with the rotation of earth and angle of latitude of a place. In diagram, earth rotates about its own axis. N and S are the north and south pole of earth. This is earth, this sphere. Earth rotates about its own axis with angular velocity omega from west to east. Omega is the angular velocity. This is the equator of earth, a circular plane. This circular line is the equator. We can consider a body of mass m at the point P on Earth's surface. M is the mass of a body which is placed at the point P, and we can draw the diameter of a circle or circular path. This is the diameter of circular path along which the body of mass small m revolves when Earth rotates about its own axis. And this is the circular path along which the body of mass revolves with the rotation of Earth. Mass m, the body of mass small m revolves in this circular orbit anti-clockwise if Earth rotates about its own axis from west to east. Capital R is the radius in equatorial plane, and this is another radius, and small r is the radius of the circular path in which the body revolves. We can denote angle of latitude. Lambda is the angle of latitude of the point at which the body exists, and we can denote this angle will also be lambda. This will be again lambda. True weight of the body of mass small m at the point P acts radially inwards towards center of Earth, and true weight is mg. Mg is the true weight or real weight of the body which acts radially inwards towards center of Earth. Mg is the true weight which acts radially inwards. And if the body revolves in the circular orbit of radius small r, in that case, in this direction, centrifugal force Fc prime acts radially outwards. So there are two forces. One is Fc prime, which is centrifugal force. Another is true weight mg. There are two forces which are acting on the body of mass small m at the point P. And resultant force acting on this body of mass small m will be acting in this direction, as shown in the figure. And we can draw a parallelogram taking two sides as Fc prime and mg. And in this direction, resultant force will act. O is the center, and this is the point A. Along AX, A is the point at which the body exists, and along AX centrifugal force acts, and OD is the radius, and along AC resultant force W lambda acts. W lambda is the resultant force or apparent weight of the body, or W lambda which acts along AC is the resultant of true weight mg and centrifugal force Fc prime. Let omega be the angular velocity. Let omega be the angular velocity with which Earth rotates, with which about its own axis, or north-south axis. A body of mass m, a body of mass m is placed at the point A, on Earth's surface, which has under bracket, which has angle of latitude lambda, true weight mg of the body of mass small m, true weight mg of the body mass small m at that place acts radially inwards, that is along AO and towards the center of Earth, O of Earth. Mg is the true weight which acts radially inwards towards center of Earth. As Earth rotates with the angular velocity omega about its own axis, the body of mass m, the body of mass small m at that point A, on that place also, the body of mass m at that point A also revolves. The body revolves, Earth revolves in a circular orbit of radius small r. Capital R is the radius of Earth, and centrifugal force Fc prime acts radially outwards, that is along AX. In the diagram, Earth rotates with angular velocity omega from west to east, and the body of mass small m at the point A revolves in this circular orbit of radius small r, and centrifugal force Fc prime acts radially outwards along AX. Therefore, the resultant of mg means true weight which acts along AO, and Fc prime means centrifugal force which acts along AX, is vector W lambda is equal to mg vector plus Fc prime vector. Therefore, W lambda, that is the resultant of mg and Fc prime or apparent weight, W lambda equal root over mg whole square plus Fc prime whole square plus 2mg Fc prime cos 180 degree minus lambda, where lambda is the angle of latitude of the place at the point A. Now in diagram, angle between mg and fc prime is 180 degree minus lambda equal. So here, if we simplify the diagram, along AX, fc prime means centrifugal force acts and true weight mg acts along AO, and this angle is lambda. So angle between fc prime and mg is 180 degree minus lambda, and resultant of mg and fc prime acts along AC. W lambda acts along AC. That is the resultant of true weight mg and centrifugal force fc prime. In the diagram, resultant W lambda acts equal root over mg whole square plus fc prime whole square minus 2 mg fc prime cos lambda, and in place of fc prime we can write m omega square r. Since centrifugal force fc prime equal mv square by r equal m omega square r, where omega is the angular velocity of rotation of earth. Taking common mg whole square outside and bringing this outside the square root, then mg root over 1 plus m omega square r divided by mg whole square minus 2 m omega square r divided by mg cos lambda equal mg root over 1 plus omega square small r divided by g whole square minus 2 omega square r by g cos lambda. Therefore, W lambda, that was W lambda. Now, mg lambda, in place of W lambda, we can write mg lambda equal mg root over 1 plus omega square small r divided by small g whole square omega square capital R cos lambda divided by g whole square minus 2 omega square r cos lambda divided by small g into cos lambda. In this case, we have to write omega square r cos lambda divided by g whole square in second term, where cos lambda equal base by hypotenuse, where cos lambda equal AD by AO from triangle ODA. Therefore, cos lambda equals small r by capital R. Therefore, small r equal capital R cos lambda. In triangle ODA, cos lambda equal base by hypotenuse. That means AD divided by hypotenuse is OA equals small r by capital R. And g lambda is the acceleration due to gravity. G lambda is the acceleration due to gravity at the place or at the point A having latitude lambda under the action of rotation of earth. Under the action of rotation of earth. Now we can explain again. Along AX, centrifugal force Fc prime acts along AO, true weight or real weight mg acts. And if we consider a parallelogram using parallelogram law, along this diagonal AC, apparent weight W lambda acts and G, true acceleration due to gravity, acts along AO, and G lambda, acceleration due to gravity under the action of rotation of earth, acts along AC. Therefore, G lambda equal G root over 1 plus omega square r divided by G whole square cos square lambda minus 2 omega square r divided by G cos square lambda. This is equation 2. Now omega is the angular velocity of rotation of earth. Omega equal 2 pi by capital T, where T is time period of revolution of earth about its own axis, where time period of revolution of earth about its own axis, time period of rotation, not revolution, time period of rotation of earth is given by capital T equal 24 hours equal 86,400 second. Capital R is radius of earth, which is 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter, which is the radius of earth, small g equal 9.8 meter per second square. Therefore omega square r divided by g equal, now putting the values, 2 pi whole square into 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 divided by t square into 9.8. Now putting the value of time period, 2 pi whole square 6.4 into 10 to the power 6, 86400 whole square into 9.8 equal, therefore omega square r divided by g equal 1 by 289. Omega square r divided by g equal 1 by 289, which is very small. Omega square r divided by g is equal 1 by 289, which is very small. As omega square r divided by g is very small, we can neglect, or neglecting higher order terms of omega square r divided by g, that is higher order terms of omega square r divided by g, in the expression of g lambda, we get g lambda equal g bracket open 1 plus omega square capital R divided by g whole square cos square lambda minus 2 omega square R divided by g cos square lambda whole to the power half, approximately equal to g 1 minus 2 omega square R divided by g cos square lambda to the power half. Where as omega square r divided by g is very small, then omega square r divided by g whole square approximately equal to 0, equal g bracket open 1 minus 1 by 2 omega square r divided by g cos square lambda 1 by 2 into 2 omega square r divided by g cos square lambda, using binomial expansion and neglecting higher order terms of omega square r divided by g, we get this expression, and we can memorize this as omega square r divided by g is very small, bringing that power 1 by 2 in front of the term, we get g 1 minus 1 by 2 to omega square r divided by g into cos square lambda. And according to binomial expansion, 1 plus x whole to the power n equal 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 divided by factorial to x square plus dot 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 dot. As x is very small, 1 plus x to the power n approximately equal to 1 plus nx. That is the concept we have used in this case. That's why we can bring the power half in front of the term 2 omega square r g cos square lambda. Finally, we get g lambda as equal g 1 minus omega square r divided by g into cos square lambda. G lambda equal g bracket open 1 minus omega square r divided by g cos square lambda. Therefore, g lambda equal g minus omega square capital R cos square lambda. G lambda equal g minus omega square R cos square lambda. This is the expression. This is the expression of acceleration due to gravity. Expression of acceleration due to gravity at the place or at the point A, at the point A on Earth's surface, that is at a place of latitude lambda, place of latitude lambda. Hence, the Earth rotates with greater angular velocity. If Earth rotates with greater angular velocity omega, the acceleration due to gravity, that is g lambda, decreases. If omega is increased, omega square increases, that's why g lambda decreases. As lambda equals 0 degree at equator, angle of latitude is 0 degree at equator, and cos lambda equal cos 0 degree equal 1, which is maximum. So g lambda e equal g minus omega square r, which is the acceleration due to gravity at equator, and this is minimum. That is, the value of acceleration due to gravity is minimum at equator. At equator, latitude is minimum, cos lambda is maximum. That's why acceleration due to gravity is minimum. And at north pole or south pole of Earth, lambda equal 90 degree and cos lambda equal cos 90 degree is 0, which is minimum. That's why acceleration due to gravity, the acceleration due to gravity at the poles, that is g lambda p, will be g minus omega square r cos square 90 degree. Therefore, g lambda p equal g, which is maximum. That's why acceleration due to gravity is maximum at the pole, at north pole or south pole. This is Earth, and Earth rotates about its own axis, and this circular line is the equator of Earth, north pole and south pole. At equator, lambda equals 0 degree, angle of latitude is 0 degree, which is minimum, and cos lambda equal 1, which is maximum. And we know the formula g lambda equal g minus omega square r cos square lambda. Therefore, at equator, g lambda e equal g minus omega square r, which is minimum. Acceleration due to gravity is minimum at the equator, and at pole, angle of latitude lambda equal 90 degree, cos lambda equal 0 degree, which is minimum, and acceleration due to gravity will be maximum. Cos square lambda will be minimum at north pole because lambda equal 90 degree. So hence acceleration due to gravity becomes g lambda p, which is g, and that is maximum. Acceleration due to gravity at north pole or south pole is maximum, but at the equator, acceleration due to gravity is minimum.